Hello, welcome to FountainFX on Monday the 24th of February 2014. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're starting to see some serious weakness in terms of the Euro-US dollar, in terms of dollar strength. Price is now bouncing along this trend line here, and it's actually trying to break through this trend line. So we're seeing, if you look at the wick here on the daily chart, we're seeing some serious selling pressure. Now if we go back into a lower time frame just to see what we can see in a bit more detail, and we can see that this morning price opened here at the 137.33. If we look here, and there's the candlestick there, price opened, pushed up, went up, bounced down, etc. The European open at 8 o'clock happened just here on a doji, but price then promptly did fall back down to this price of 137.33, which was the market open for Europe, and then has pushed higher all the way up into this previous area of resistance. So it shows that resistance works. If you look at these areas of resistance and support, they are valid. It did break above the previous area, but got stopped out in the area above that. So it looks at if you look at it, it's a zone of resistance just below the previous high, 137.70. But if we really consider the extreme high, that wick here, in fact on the blue candle, you can't see it, it's pushed all the way up to the 137.70. If I stick my chart on there, we can see high is 1.37705. So resistances are valid, they do repeat themselves. So price has pushed all the way up to this level and has turned and promptly fallen, created a spinning top, which is an indication of direction or a trend reversal. Basically is a warning. It says be aware that price isn't going to continue in this direction. It's an area of indecision where you've got buyers and sellers fighting out against each other. If we then go into a 15-minute chart just to bring it down even further, and you can see certain things. Price was at this point, market open, pushed up and pulled back down into this particular area again, and then rallied out of it. So that would have been a nice buy order there around about the 137.40 to taking it all the way up into the 137.60 area, where it then met with resistance and went sideways. Because of this, you can see that it's actually formed a double top. Price has gone up, pulled back, gone up and pulled back again. Now you've got two ways of trading a double top, and I'm just going to show that to you. The first way is to look, if you're a bit more conservative, is to look to sell at the break of the neckline. This bottom line here is the neckline, and it's formed by the support of the initial pullback. Okay, the resistance is the top of each top, or the heads of each top, if you can see. So the resistance was at 137.62. and the neck was at 137.56. We've had some long wicks happen above that, but the candle, you're using the candle bodies to identify the areas of support and resistance within the double top. The other way in which you can do it is you can look to sell when price is back at this area of resistance where price fell from, and this bearish candlestick broke below the previous bullish candlestick to show that actual momentum was starting to change. Price then did rally back up, but it didn't break above this high, previous high, and we then had another bearish candlestick formation, bearish engulfing off the previous candlestick body, the bullish candlestick body. So there would have been another opportunity here around about the 137.59 to enter the short. And price has fallen quite rapidly. As you can see, price when it falls faster than it rises at. So the opportunity was to take a short here. I've closed my trade at the 137.35, just a bit above this area of support, purely because this was a target. There was a potential that price could turn and rally back up. You've always got opportunities in which to get in and get out of trades. So I've banked a 25 point trade, and I'm happy with that. Now we've got to look at what's going to happen now with this collapse that's happening here. Potentially, a good trade entry would be to see this turn, close, pull back up to this area of support along here, the 137.30, 137.33, and see it come back into there, probably an area where price pulls up, does a bit of sideways movement before it then carries on in its downtrend. But to note, we've also got the New York Open coming along very shortly, and probably be a good idea to have a look at what news is going to come out as well. So let's have a quick look at that, see if there's anything that's going to impact us negatively. And today there's no real negative news whatsoever. The thing that's interesting is that for the euro, there's been some seriously positive information that's come out on the euro, and yet the euro's fallen against the US dollar. So it shows you that not always does the news indicate the direction in which the market will go. Obviously this information has already been known or understood and has been factored in by the banks and the institutions. Anyway, so that's news. Thank you from FountainFX. Keep looking at the market. We'd like to see if it continues in a downtrend, and we can take some more profit from it or look for another entry. And happy trading. Cheers. Bye.